Hey everyone, it's Dr. Ann Gatty with Strategic People Solutions coming to you from beautiful downtown Butler, Pennsylvania, which is just north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So we're here today just for another episode about how we can build your business to work brilliantly. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is something that I think comes across for everyone who has started a business and is starting to be successful. And I have the opportunity to work with a lot of very successful entrepreneurs like yourselves. And you start building a business, you get some traction, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. I can't do it all. Now what do I do? So we have to start to think about hiring and building a team that can work with our business. But even before we get to that stage of hiring, I think it's important that we understand how to deal with high payoff and low payoff activities and understand how to increase our productivity by being able to spend more of our time on the high payoff activities. And today I have a sheet that I've made I use with clients, and I'd be very willing to share that with you. Just comment down below, yes to high payoff activities, and I can send you this sheet, and you can use this for your own reference. But I wanted to talk to you and describe for you some of the characteristics of the high payoff activities and what I mean by this. Because your high payoff activities are directly related to your goals that you've set for yourself. And they're often the larger products that you have to produce. They're the larger projects that you have to complete. And they're some risk taking to be able to experience the high payoff. The low payoff activities, on the other hand, are things like answering your email, very easy, quick and dirty kinds of activities that you can do that keep you busy, but probably don't produce a lot of high payoff for your business, which is why you want to spend your time on the high payoff activities. And routine tasks and our activities that are comfortable to accomplish are probably in the low payoff activity area. So we all want to be effective in our time management. We all want to use our time to the best of our possible achievement, but really effective time management is a little more than just being efficient and quick and getting things done quickly. It really does mean that you are going to be thoughtful in how you use your time. You're going to set priorities so that you're spending your time and being productive rather than simply being busy. So the high payoff activities, and I want to talk to you a little bit about how we can manage them. The high payoff activities actually are going to provide 80% of your results, of your business results, whereas the low payoff activities, which is probably 80% of your time, will bring you 20% of your business results you're looking for. So even though the high payoff activities, you spend less time with the high payoff activities, you actually are producing the best results. So for managing your high payoff activities, you need to schedule your day around those activities and make certain that you have time to focus on those activities, and don't let the little things get in the way. In addition, because high payoff activities are complex, and it may be, for example, if I am doing a new package that I'm going to roll out, that would be a high payoff activity because I'm going to have groups of individuals buying that package and utilizing that in my coaching. Well, that is not something that is easily constructed. I have to work over time. So in a high payoff activity, situation, I'm going to divide that into specific tasks that I can do over time. And I want to be focused so that I am diligent and able to handle this over time. And that is why you set deadlines and say, okay, I'm going to do so much this week or next week, but over the next 2 months, I'll have this fabulous package that's a high payoff and will do a great deal for my job. I mean, for my business. So that's where the high payoff activity comes into play. Your low payoff activities, and this is where I'm sort of leading to with some of you entrepreneurs, when you're feeling overwhelmed, you're overwhelmed by the low payoff activities. So let's figure out what those are so that we can begin to delegate those to others. You need to maintain those things that are important for you, that you're only capable of doing in your business and that you're the expert at accomplishing, but some of the lower payoff activities, whether it might be, some bookkeeping, or I had some other ideas over here, data entries, even making your PowerPoint presentations, managing email, all of those kinds of things can be considered lower payoff activities than producing packages or results that are going to bring you return on your investment. So for the lower payoff activities, you want to begin to delegate those things. And if you're not sure how you're spending your time, I have a nice little worksheet. Well, it's not a worksheet, it's a little graph here that you can use to help you identify your high payoff activities. And it's a chart that you can record maybe over the couple of days how you're spending your time and start to see, I'm spending an hour on my email. What is that producing for me? What kind of results am I getting from that? If it's a client that you're working with, okay, I'm going to say yes, it might be in the high payoff activity. But if it's not, if it's just routine reading some different correspondence, we'll put that in the low payoff activities. But you can sit and go through this chart and figure out of an 8-hour day, how much of my time am I spending on high payoff activities, how much on low payoff activities. And you want to start to move this so that you are beginning to spend more of your day, more of your time prioritizing in the high payoff activities. And that's the first thing that I see with entrepreneurs is they have to understand their high payoff activities. They have to understand their low payoff activities, because as you grow, you're going to need a team to build in that works with you. And you want to identify exactly which of those tasks need to be delegated to them so that you are using your time to the best of your possible ability in all of the, we have various areas that we all have to accomplish and handle as entrepreneurs, whether it's your marketing, your sales, building new products, designing the systems you're going to use so that you can implement your business, the financial oversight. All of those things we have to deal with, but not all of them do you have to take on as activities that you handle throughout the day, but you can begin to delegate. And that's what we want to talk about. And one of the things on this in this summit is I want to continue a dialogue and talking about ways in which we can help each other build out our businesses so that we are more effective, more efficient, and more productive in our results so that we build a business to work brilliantly, because that's what we like to do. So again, if you would like a copy of this it's a worksheet kind of thing. It's not, I don't want you to think it's a lot of work, but it is a chart and it has some definitions. So if you would like this checklist handout, please just say, and please send me the high payoff, anything, just give me a little shout out in the comments and I'll be glad to send it your way. And if you have any other questions about things you'd like us to comment on or to be talking through in our Facebook Live, let me know and I'll be glad to do that as well. So until next time, again, signing off from beautiful downtown Butler, but it's great to be with you and looking forward to our next session.